The Very Last Castle, a goodnight story. In the middle of a small town stood something you might not expect, a castle. It was in fact the very last castle. There had been others, but over time they had all been taken down, or fallen apart, or been destroyed, all but one. For reasons no one could remember, no one ever came out, and no one was allowed in. Up in the tower, the guard watched the townspeople silently pass by. Then there was Ib. Every day she walked past the castle all alone. Every day she stopped. She looked up. She saw the lone guard standing still and still. Plunk! Silence. No one had been inside the castle. The townspeople had an idea about who or what was in there. Snap, snap, snap. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Thud, thud, thud. Giants, said Alex. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Snakes, said Ib's grandfather. Maybe it's something terrible, Ib thought one day, but maybe it's something else. Plunk. The next morning, Ib walked past the castle. She stopped and looked up at the tower. No guard. Ib had an idea. She floated across the moat, walked up to the door, and with all the strength she had, knock, knock, knock. Hiss. Ib didn't stop running until she was sitting in her desk at school, scared, out of breath. Maybe Grandpa was right. She didn't tell anyone what happened. Not long after, an envelope arrived. Inside it was an invitation. Your presence is requested at the front gate of the castle on Sunday at noon. Everyone told Ib to stay away. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Giants, said Alex. Snakes, said her grandfather. Maybe it's something terrible, Ib thought. Could it be something else? On Sunday, Ib stood all alone outside the front gate. With a loud thunk, the drawbed began to lower. She trembled. She looked up at the tower. Empty. She took a deep breath slowly. Ib did something none of the townspeople had ever done. She walked inside. It turned out Miss Wicks and Alex had been right. There were monsters. And there were giants. But no snakes. Welcome, came a voice, a kind voice. It was a guard. He removed the helmet. He was much older than Ib had expected. I'm the last one left. May I show you around? For the rest of the day, Ib and the guard, his name was William, visited every corner of the castle. Before long they were pruning near the great hall. Snap, 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 and harvesting by the palace. Thud, thud, thud. They ended up where they had started. Why now? Asked Ib. All the other castles are gone, answered William. Someday I will be too. I want someone to be brave to take my place. Someone curious. Will you help me? Ib thought about William, all on his own. She thought about her family and friends outside the castle. She thought, and then she knew. Yes, Ib replied, but I have a request. In the middle of a small town stood the very last castle. Sometimes someone came out, and everyone was welcomed in. Hiss. Do you know why they heard the hiss? They were watering the flowers. And the thud? What was it? It wasn't monsters. It wasn't snakes. And it wasn't giants. Wow, that was a great story. Now we're going to take our right hand, cover our eyes, go to sleep and say Shema. Good night.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuso Le'olam Va'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאידיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך ובביתך וברכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לעץ ידך והיו לטייטפת בין עיניך וכספתם בשך Good job, friends. I love you. Mwah. But good night. Sleep well. And we'll see you again tomorrow for more Zooms. Mwah. Bye-bye.